here we are in the sacred creative space. This is where we create. It's not always perfect like this, where I take the time to center myself. I'll show you more of my creative process as I go about my life. So you'll be seeing this a lot more. Typically, what you'll see is me out of nowhere just get this spark of inspiration, and I'm in my bed and I open up my laptop and I start typing. Or the other day, I was driving and there was a joke that came to my mind for stand up. So I didn't want to lose the joke. So I pulled over into this neighborhood and I wrote down the joke. And as I wrote down the joke, I knew, yeah, I'm going to do this. That was when I knew. I was like, because I never pulled over for nothing, bro. I never pulled over for nothing. Unless I had a flat tire, of course. But I'm, or like take a piss or something. But, whew, I knew at that moment. So I drive down the street some more, and then boom, a joke after that came to my mind, reflecting on the joke I just wrote down. And I'm like, I don't want to lose this. Fucking pulled over again. Boom, fucking wrote it down. So the creative process is it's imperfect. The creative process is adventurous. The creative process is spontaneous. The creative process is awe inspiring. And it's a pleasure that I have been blessed by forces outside of myself. If we look at it at a practical level, a physical level, my family, very, very, very fortunate to be born to the family I was born into. Just grateful for the challenging experiences that I had in my life, because what it did was it got me used to being uncomfortable. And when you get used to being uncomfortable as a kid, when you experience that, it's traumatic and it doesn't feel good whatsoever. And it's hard to process, especially if we have parents that don't necessarily know how to emotionally regulate themselves. So it's hard for them to help regulate you as well. And when I became an adult, I realized that all of that all of that was like blessings. I moved away from all my friends when I was 8 years old. That tore me apart. Imagine like being 8 years old, you have these friends that you're connected with, and just like that, boom, everybody, all of them are out of your life, and there's nothing you can do about it. It tore me apart, and there's so much good to that because I looked up to my brother a lot. My brother's 7 years older than me, and me, my brother, and his friends used to play video games all the time. I loved hanging out with his friends. What I didn't know was them niggas was smoking weed and them niggas was drinking. 13 years old, right? Something like that. 13, 12, 13, 14 years old. And I looked up to them. But I didn't know about that back then. I remember my brother had a friend who every time he was over, he always looked like he was sleepy. That's how I remember him. I was like, I was like, how come Brandon's always sleepy? Like every time he's over, he's sleepy. I learned years later. But if I had stayed in that environment, because I looked up to them, there'd be no doubt that I would want to have like proved myself to them and have taken up that stuff because if they thought it was cool, then it'd be cool for me too. What a blessing. So to be able to take something like that in life and look at it in such a beautiful way and to take that and kind of channel it into art and to kind of channel like the feeling. I may not be saying it overtly, but what I'm doing is like I'm channeling the feeling of like this sense of like firmness. I want to channel this feeling of like potent emotion that resonates strongly with me, and to just be able to express that, and it has emotional effects on other people, and I am working on being more accepting of my book in terms of like, hey, someone says they laugh at it, bro, acknowledge it. Yes, it's funny. I'm starting to doubt the art because at first, incredible. My book, I still, if I go through it, I think maybe that's what I should do because sometimes I doubt my my art. I doubt the book. And when people laugh, part of me feels like it's a laugh of pity. And that has 100% to do with me. So I'm really learning how to navigate these waters, and it's interesting, man. It's so interesting. I feel very grateful to be appointed to be the person to do this, and my life changed just completely. Oh man, it put me on such a better path. Oh my gosh. And it's so crazy how it happened because it just happened by accident. I was just doing what made me laugh. I was just doing what was fun. That was it. And it's like, boom, motherfucker, you kind of struck gold here. So that's a lot. It was a lot to process, man. I had a week where maybe like a couple weeks. Oh nah, man, it was like a month. Nah, it's still happening. Like, my book causes so much fucking excitement in my body. It generates so much excitement. And I just think about possibilities in life, and I'm thinking about the doors that it's opening, and I'm thinking about the people who are raving about it, and This is history, bro. This is history. I'm going down as someone in history. I have the personality to do it. If there's anyone who is gonna take this book to the moon, can you think of anyone better? Bro, I can't believe like Morgan Freeman didn't write this book, bro. Like, man, nigga, if they introduced this, if Morgan Freeman came out and fucking Bruce Almighty, you know, when he meets motherfucking Jim Carrey and he's God. If that nigga walked out like oh, oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Like shit, man. Yeah, it's incredible. It's incredible. Um, I'm just grateful as shit. Sure, I have $150 to my name, if that, maybe 120 or something like that right now in the present moment. I'm still fucking just so fucking joyful. I'm enjoying my life because I'm living through my own truth. I feel good and my expenses are really low and it's really easy for me to be able to meet my expenses. So, in the meantime, hey, let me work on something that I love. I make enough for me to cover the little expenses that I have, which is gas to get me to comedy clubs. I live at home with my parents. I don't have to pay rent. I don't have to pay for food or anything like that. I'm very blessed in that way. I'm very, very blessed. And oh man, I'm so blessed. And it's like I get to experience time with my parents while they're still alive. I get to experience time with my nephew as he's growing up. It's amazing. It's amazing, dude. Like I because I'm not gonna have this forever. I'm not gonna have this forever. Like, well, I'm trying to escape. Who cares? Like, dude, like we're gonna miss these people when they're gone. Like, as much as they drive us crazy, we fucking love them to death, and they're they're imperfect, and we're imperfect, and they've done their best. But nonetheless, I'm grateful that both of my parents are still alive, and I'm okay with me living at home because I get to spend time with them. It's a blessing. So it's like, and they're happy to take care of me. So I'm happy to accept that. I'm 28 years old. I don't give a fuck. Other people seem to have a problem with me being 28 and me not being in a place that they think I should be in my life. It is crazy for me to think that somebody else believes they know better for me in my life when they don't know my full context of my life. It's ridiculous. That's crazy. It's like who who are you like why do you have an opinion on my life? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. But yo, I'm okay with producing content here, going and doing stand up, taking you along with me, going on the journey together. You're going to see me build relationships. You're going to see how I talk to people. A lot of people know from my entrepreneur life that I am really great with building relationships with people. That's my thing. I have a friend who has these jokes who he says, every time I talk to you, it's like, every time I talk to you, it's it's some new trillionaire. He says it's like it's a story about you hanging out with some new trillionaire. Oh my gosh, shout out to my dog for that. That is so funny. And a lot of people just knew that I'm great at building relationships with people. So I'm excited to take you along that journey because not many people got to see that in person. They saw the result of it, but they didn't see me in the interactions. And I want to bring you with me specifically because this is history, bro. I wrote the real nigga Bible. This is going to go down in history. I have to document this. What did the life look like of the guy who wrote the real nigga Bible? I'm like the new Moses. No, if you don't, dude, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Moses apparently, I heard this by the way. This is my source. My source is Joe Rogan on this. All right, so take it as you may. I like Joe Rogan, right? But some people I know some people don't. If you're watching this, I'd actually assume that you also like Joe Rogan as well. So Joe, he had said that in, I believe Moses is from Jerusalem. In Jerusalem, they have a bunch of these trees called the acacia tree. And when the acacia tree is set on fire, what happens is there's the stuff that comes out give people a DMT like experience. And DMT is a very powerful psychedelic that is known as the God molecule. So Moses got the 10 commandments from God while he was tripping on DMT, allegedly. All right. It's a very popular tree where this nigga's from. And those are the 10 commandments. Nigga, I took some mushrooms and the 10 commandments just came through me. Oh man, I felt like a pastor when I said that. So, yeah, I mean, dude, this is a legendary journey. I'm a legendary person, right? With like, it's crazy. Like, me partnered up with this thing is like, bro, all right, man. Like, we're locked in. This is my motherfucking partner. This is my partner in crime. People let me tell you about my best friend. It's a warm water. Oh my god. Just me and this motherfucker Bill Withers starts playing. This is doo doo doom 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 doo doo doom. It's all just the two of us. Just the two of us. Oh my god. It's you know what this is like, bro? It's like this thing is like walking around with like a it's like a it's like a concealed BBC. Like you're walking around, and when you show them, it's like whoa. Some people are like, oh my god, and some people are like, oh my god, let me see that. This thing is is a very powerful thing. It's so crazy. And then it's like once they see the BBC, they can't unsee the BBC. And now the whole conversation has to be revolved around the BBC because we're not getting around this. There's nowhere else to go in this conversation but addressing this BBC, especially if a white guy pulls it out, right? It's like, why do you have a concealed fucking BBC? What the fuck, man? Like that's like the kind of reaction that I would expect white people to get if they like were to show people the book. It's like they're like, "Oh my god, what the fuck are you doing showing around a big ass black dick?" That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. Oh my goodness. Whew. Hold on one second. Hey, mom, mom. Can you keep it down just a little bit for me, please? Please. Hollering. What you mean? What was you doing? All right. It's all like, all right, back to peaceful. Yo, it's all. Oh my god, that is so funny. That is so fucking funny. Anyway, I'm. Oh yeah. The white people and the BBC. Whew. So yeah, I'm creating a stand-up material, and I'm feeling good, and the conditions are right and shit. So, I just want to take you along this ride in terms of what my creative process looks like. Now, I'm gonna let you know there's gonna be quite a bit of empty space. For me, I don't say empty space. Yeah, it's just there's gonna be moments where it's just a lull, like nothing's happening. I might be sitting here just typing. You'll see. It just feels strange for me to bring in. I film my creative process many times, but it's all in storage somewhere. I my mom has the loudest voice. Oh my god. All right. Well, there. Yeah, you can see where some of my triggers could be. I value peace, but I'm very grateful for her, and I love her, and I am also very loud, just like her. So I'm grateful for the gift and two big energies clashing together. You can see where things can get a little fuzzy and there's friction. Nigga, I'm like the author version of Bob Ross, nigga. Oh, oh, fuck. Oh, um, yeah, I'm used to knowing that the videos are going to go into storage, and I don't I didn't create those with the intention of releasing them, but I'm creating this with the intention to release it. So I'm getting used to having you in with me. Okay. Yes, 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 dude. It's like leftovers. It's even better the next day. If you want to know what I just read, you got to come out to a comedy show. I'll be performing in the Inland Empire. You can message me on Instagram and I'll let you know where I'll be performing. And I'll also be performing in LA. So I'll be going between the two places. And if you want to come see the Real Nigga Bible Act comedy special, people have been asking me for a part two. For those who want a part two, come see me live. Oh my god. This is what it was like when I was writing the Real Nigga Bible book. By the way, it's like this is legitimately a part two of the Real Nigga Bible. It's the same kind of humor because obviously it's my humor. If you like the Real Nigga Bible, you're gonna love this. Oh. Man, I'm over here laughing my ass off and I'm feeling self conscious because the other day I was online and someone left a mean comment. And I was like, I was just like, damn, nigga, like for real? Like, you, like, really, nigga? Like, wow. That was crazy because I've been off social media for a long ass time and I forgot what it's like to be on social media. And I posted a reel and someone commented that laugh is so fake. I was like, damn. I was like, fuck, bro. Like, I'm getting self conscious. Like, Was it? Like, oh my god. Oh, so I'm like, damn, I can't be reading comments, nigga. Fuck. Woo, that was some shit. Oh, dude. All right. I did smoke some weed, and sometimes I get a little panic attack every now and then. Just a little, whew, minor. But I'm not gonna lie. I've learned to actually like them. I've learned to like that's like a it's a measurement of like, all right, yeah, like I'm on the I'm on the verge of almost being too high, but I'm not fully there. Oh my god. The joke that I just read is it's a joke that sounds like it would be like a Norm Macdonald joke, but it's such a true it's such a true joke, and it's so funny how stupid it is. Oh goodness. Okay, okay. Yeah, that's better. All right. Well, I'm gonna lie down, rest my eyes for a little bit, and then come back to this. All right. So that was strange. I was feeling really tired, very fatigued, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta go do some yoga or some shit. I gotta lie down, do some yoga. I was doing some yoga for a bit, and then I went to go lie down for a while, and I was just not feeling good at all. So then I was debating, should I go like to the doctor? I'm like, let me just surrender. Let me just like feel. I'm just gonna feel what I feel. And like, yeah, it was really intense in my body. And like my feet were feeling clammy. And like I felt like I was like super heavy. And there's like a slight panic. And I'm like, dang, I'm like having like a little panic attack here. And I'm like, just breathing through, taking deep breaths, a lot of deep breaths, and just doing my best to stay present, stay calm. And I, yeah, it was weird. So I went to go tell my mom and sister, and my sister took me down to the doctor's. And then I just threw up with some bushes. I think it's what I ate. I ate some like bad food or something. I have like a feels like I have a little stomach bug, so like my stomach is a little upset. So yeah, that was strange. That was strange, and I was a little nervous. I'm like, this can't be the end of the journey. You know how it is. I was legit on Google, fucking like, I was like, I know I should not be doing this, but I'm like, sweaty feet, fatigue, whatever else I felt. But anyway, we're back. We're rocking. We're rolling. We're writing jokes. I probably stopped recording like 2 hours ago or something like that. So that's like the gap between the two videos. Okay. All right, I think this is a good spot. I'm at this point where I'm like, I don't really know where to go, which direction to move into. I think what I have is good so far, and I'll kind of feel into it tomorrow in terms of how do I feel about the comedy set. I don't know how long it is, and I think actually by practicing it, I'll start to get the beat of it, and I'll start to kind of get the feel of it, the flow of it, and perhaps more jokes will come from me practicing. And then, of course, more jokes will flow and come to me while I'm on stage and I'm performing. So, yeah, I feel good. I'm chilling, and I'm gonna watch some Better Call Saul now.